Oh, right hand from Floyd Diaz puts Salome on the seat of his pants.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
On a night he was supposed to be at the venue was something special to behold.
Absolutely, something special to behold because, you know, death is never fun for anyone. Not only that, to be able to compartmentalize that and still take care of business the way he did, it's fantastic. Shows a lot about the kid's character.
Only has one knockout in 5 professional wins, and he says, look, all these guys look at me as this kid who's just 19 years old, but once they start feeling my counter punches and my body shots, they understand that they're in there with a real fighter.
Look, Salome came to fight tonight, and he's going to push. Ooh,
nice
right
overhand
hand
right to the temple.
Shot right there. See, when you have a skillful fighter in there, that's a counter puncher, and you feel you have the heavy hands moving forward and the stronger fighter, you move forward, you get aggressive, you let your hands go, something will eventually land.
We see Floyd Diaz move to the southpaw stance now, trying to throw Pedro Salome off. No doubt he's skilled. He was simultaneously the #1 ranked amateur at 114 and 106 pounds in the United States. So we know about his pedigree. He grew up around Roger Mayweather, went to the gym for the first time as a 4-year-old. Roger said, come back when you're 8. He came back at 5.5, and Roger Mayweather, may he rest in peace, was so impressed with him, Tim, that he took him under his wing.
Yeah, right now, what Diaz needs to do is he needs to get on that stick, and that's the jab. That's the lead hand. If he gets busy with that stick, then he can occupy Salome from the outside. But Salome already, he's already confident enough to walk through his jab and walk through anything that's coming his way just to land his offense.
Nice looping left from Diaz, trying to get the respect of Salome. If not, he's going to be in his grill the entire night.
You get the respect by using that jab. Using a sharp jab, slight movement left and right.
We saw how effective it was for Devin Haney when he beat George Kambosos. Put on a clinic just behind that jab. There's that 1-2 from Diaz.
You see the adjustment already from Diaz. Already avoiding that looping right hand of Salome. Getting underneath it and trying to counter effectively.
Oh, nice stick from Salome. And Diaz answered with a jab of his own.
Well, Diaz is doing the right thing, using his legs to create space. Trying to catch Salome coming in.
Nice
right hand.
Overhand right hand from Salome, yes. He's finding a home for that right, and there's Diaz countering with that left from the southpaw stance and then behind the jab. Trainer outfit there in the red corner. So they both have a heavy heart. The wake will be in Vegas, I believe, next week. So just they still haven't gotten through the grieving process, and yet here he is for the second time in a span of 3 weeks inside the ring once again. Nice body shot from Diaz.
Yeah, you know, that's one thing that he emphasized in a fighter meeting and telling us that the body shots, he really wanted to work on that. He felt that was missing part of his game last time out. Good body shot right there.
I mean, he's just digging to the body. And those were the instructions of his father in the corner. Said, look, he's going to try to throw that overhand right. That means he's completely wide open for you to dig to the body with the left.
Come on, punch out of that. Stop. Break. Very clean, huh? Box.
Now, the best thing that I like about Diaz, honestly, other than his boxing skills inside the ring, is the fact that this kid still works a full-time job.
Don't push me. Okay?
He doesn't just work, Tim. He was the employee of the quarter at Foot Locker out there in Vegas. So he says, man, I can't just be home when I don't have a fight. I got to go out there and work. It keeps me humble, number one. And the other thing he said, which was very important, Tim, it shows me how blessed I am to do what I do and how hard a grind it is to work every day.
Absolutely. And, you know, I worked all the way till I was 18 and 0. I was working in a restaurant around food all day.
Making weight?
Trying to make weight. Yep, I'll get a week off right before my fight. But it did keep me humble. And it also made me feel like I hadn't accomplished anything yet, man. Kept me hungry.
Yeah, in this day and age when this generation believes Everything's owed to them. Diaz is keeping it old school, saying,
Watch
I
that
want to
head
stay
butt
humble.
coming in.
I want to
Box.
earn it every single day. I like working, but I love boxing. That's the difference. This is his passion. He was born to do this. His father gave up his work or his job to travel the amateur circuit with his son to become his trainer. His wife took on a second job in order to allow Floyd Diaz to be here today as a great amateur and now as an unbeaten pro. And those are the sacrifices that a lot of people don't see, Tim, what it takes to get to this level. The whole family has to buy in.
Everybody has to buy into it. Yep. You got to understand that if you got people part of your team that's not sacrificing just as much as you are, get rid of it.
Got to the point where the uncle of Floyd Diaz was also helping the family out, and Diaz helping himself out with a nice overhand right that stopped Salome in his tracks. Salome, though, still being aggressive here as round 2 comes to an end. On ESPN, trying to earn a big fight. Out of the RGBA Academy, and Robert Garcia, the same words he was telling us about Bam Rodriguez, those are the same words he uses to describe Murataya, and that's high praise. Oh, right hand from Floyd Diaz puts Salome on the seat of his pants.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You, come here. You okay?
Yeah.
Box.
Diaz said, these guys look at a 19-year-old kid.
Yeah, bro, don't grab Box.
Daniel Sandoval gets right into Diaz's grill about holding, but here goes Diaz showing an offensive spark, Tim.
Yeah, he is showing an offensive spark, but what he's doing is he's neglecting the body. Anytime you get your opponent hurt, you got to go down to the body. That's going to break him down even more, and that's going to bring those hands down. So that way you can catch him up top with something hard. You can set him up.
I don't know if it's blood coming out of the ear that's on the back of the head of Salome, but there's a 1-2 combination, and in steps Daniel Sandoval because Pedro Salome was in bad shape.
Salome was
a
definitely in bad
stoppage victory, the second in Floyd Diaz's career, who improves to 6-0 with 2 stoppage wins.
You know, I love this performance.